Well, it's time for episode 2 of Neo Scavenger. And we'll set this up. And we'll continue. Alright, well. Last time we basically got ourselves a voice build, we got ourselves a hardened spear stab, or hardened spear rather, for stabbing people with. And I got myself a sling. And I'm looking pretty good. I just need to find some more stuff to basically make my life set for, good. Oh, there's someone to watch out for. There's a stranger. He's probably a bad Mutha, so I better watch out for that. And on the ground here we got some pebbles. They're pretty important. Kind of important, I guess. But let's go over here to the piles of rubble from what used to be a city. And let's do some scavenging. And that's not what I want to use to craft. That's oh, I ran out of moving points. Alright, well let's just end our turn here, I guess. A scavenge. Alright, so looking around you, there appears to be a few areas worth checking out. We got ourselves a destroyed office building, an abandoned apartment building, and a crumbling apartment building. So basically there's lots of different types of buildings you can scavenge in this game. Of these buildings you can scavenge, by the way, you want to be very careful sometimes. Depending on what your skills you basically have or what items you basically have access to, it can be very dangerous to scavenge, and depending on the buildings that you can scavenge from, it may not be a good idea. For example, this destroyed office building, if I try to scavenge from it, you notice that it's basically got this low safety basically going on here. So this office building is in ruins, and it's unlikely much survived its collapse. The creaking walls and the ceiling are no boost to your confidence either. Still, that may mean that no one was brave enough or perhaps desperate enough to go in there. So basically note that, you want to be very careful sometimes with this. But note that I basically have access to mechanic skill. So I basically have access to two very powerful pack muling skills for this game. So I have strong basically gets me a loot. And I have mechanic here which basically lets me get more safety. So I can put on both of these things and I can get more loot from places at at better safety costs. So I found nothing useful from the office building. And let's scavenge some more, I guess. We'll go to the crumbling apartment building next. You decide to check out a crumbling apartment building. It's a mess inside. Broken bricks, laying in piles, bits of glass strewn everywhere like glittering dust. Water stains and dead leaves litter the outer edges of the building, and rock dust still covers an area sheltered from the elements. Scavengers before you have obviously picked most of the easy scores clean, but a little elbow grease and some risk-taking might reward the intrepid treasure seeker. So basically, much like before, this is damage, but I can use strong and mechanic to basically, get the most safety and loot out of it. And we got some stuff from it. Cool. And before we look at the stuff, let's scavenge the abandoned apartment building here. This concrete apartment building looks to be in better shape than most. Sure, the windows are all but gone, and giant fissure runs along one wall, but this place looks as if it could provide suitable shelter for someone. Perhaps that's what makes you feel so nervous about approaching it. Alright, so notice that this one basically has a lot more safety going for it, so if I wanted to, I could probably get away with, lot picking and strong, and, not worry too much about getting injured. And I found something. Good. Alright, so here's some stuff I basically found from here, and we actually found a really good find. We found something called vodka, or, Wolverine Black Whiskey Bottle, which basically has alcohol in it. So alcohol in this game is very, very important. It basically lets you get cures from wounds, for example. If you get infected, you can put a bit of alcohol on it to disinfect it. So it's very important. I'm gonna leave that stuff in there because that's very important to basically keep around. And this is gonna put that in my Travois, I think. We also found something called a Shop Mark Trek polyester flannel sleeping bag, which is not the greatest thing for sleeping in, but it's I'll keep it around for stuff. We found a couple more scraps of paper to use for getting information on. So we got meat from humanoid corpse, and yes, you can actually be a cannibal in this game if you want to, as well as shards, which basically lets you make shards from stuff. Not exactly the greatest recipe, but whatever. Apparently I found Blinkies, so Twinkies, but whatever. We found Twinkies. Yum. I don't really care about Twinkies. Alright, let's go in here. I'm going to basically look at my stuff here. So, the plastic bags I basically, make use of in this game are very important because they basically let me do stuff with, like, the Trevoice. So, for example, I can put this, like, in here. I can, like, put stuff inside the plastic bag. So, if I want to, I can, like, fill this up with stuff. And while I'm at it, I should probably make sure I fill up this with another rock or two, perhaps. So there's a couple stones inside this sling, so I can make use of those to throw at people if I need to. And just as a backup, I can throw in, like, a couple more stones, if I need to. Actually, figure out, can this go in here? Actually, they can. So let's put the clean rags in here, because clean rags are pretty important, Let's put some string in here, apparently, too. This in here. Nope. Alright, so you can't put handfuls of string in here. They're too small. But, let's see here. Let's go like this. And I'll put the handfuls of strings right here. And I gotta remember, I actually have this plastic bag here I can make use of to put stuff into as well. There's another Wolverine Black Whiskey Bottle here. That might be useful for, starting fires or for other stuff as well, so we'll keep that around for now. There's apparently some packets of Flint's Fancy style ketchup. Let's put those in here, apparently, because, they're actually good money, these, like, packets of fancy style ketchup, because if you find enough of them, they basically add up for, like, one little space of, like, a whole lot of money. And I guess I'll put some dirty rags in here. There's apparently a cardboard box here. And why not? We'll put maybe this in, the cardboard box right here. No, we can't. Okay, never mind. I was going to put stuff, in that, but whatever. We'll put this here, I guess. That's pretty much all I'm going to do at this location, I think. We basically have, like, this stuff in hand. Yeah, that's all I'm going to really do here, I think. We're going to scavenge for more stuff in our location, I think. So, let's go this way. And that's really scary. That guy has a gun. That's really scary. There's a whole bunch of these guys. So, we got some strangers here. And one of them has a hunting rifle. Alright, they're at far range right now, which is good, because it basically means I have a chance of getting away. But first thing first, I need to take cover. So, we're going to dive behind cover. The best cover is Train can provide, in case they fire at me. Alright, so the stranger leader charges at the player. He's exposed for an easy attack for a moment. And the other guy, he charges at the player. So these guys are called the Bad Muthas. And Bad Muthas are basically one of, like, the bandits in this game. And they can kick your ass if you're not careful. He's got himself a Buckmaster hunting rifle, and I have to be very careful that he uses it against me, because that could actually kill me if I'm not careful. I could actually also kill him for his Buckmaster hunting rifle too, but if he has ammo in that thing, it's going to really hurt. So, yeah. It might make sense for me just to escape from this guy. So let's just try to retreat. So yeah, these guys are advancing and doing that stuff. This guy's actually in range now, but we're just going to try and keep retreating for now. If there wasn't two of these guys, I probably would actually try and fight them, but it's not the best thing to try and fight both these guys, I think. They're going to kick my ass if I'm not careful. So, retreat. And I'll note, if I want to, I could drop my vehicle, but if I do that, it's basically going to make lose all my stuff that's in the vehicle. So, we're just going to try and keep retreating. Retreat. And retreat. Alright, so at this point, these guys have gotten really, really close to this point, and this guy hasn't fired his weapon at me, so he probably doesn't have anything in his thing, so if he did, he would have probably attacked me a little bit, but he hasn't tried to, so what I'm looking at do here, we're going to try using the slung stone to try and hit this guy, so we're going to do a ranged attack against him. Pow! Alright, so the player pounded Bad Mutha's leader's upper stomach with a slung stone. He starts coughing up blood and he's stunned and unable to move for a moment. Well, let's hit him one more time. Alright, so player smashed Bad Mutha's head with a slung stone. I gave him a concussion and he's somewhat disoriented. He's in severe pain and he's having trouble concentrating. Obviously because I smashed him in the face with that weapon. Alright, so I need to switch my weapon at this point, so let's get the Heart and Spear Stab. And this other guy's chumming in fast, so what I'm going to do right now, we're actually going to drop our vehicle, and we're going to fight these bastards. Alright, so apparently he's going to charge at me, the Bad Mother leader. And, well, we're going to basically slowly advance toward them, I guess. So, advance. Bad Mother leader advances toward the player, player advances toward Bad Mother, and the Bad Mother charges the player. So this guy's still charging at me, and these guys are, you know, whatever, advancing. So what I'm going to do right now, we're basically just going to hold, I guess. So I'm just going to wait for a turn doing nothing. And he charged, and the other guy basically charged at me, so we're going to try and take out this guy then. This guy's going to try to attack me right now, so what we're going to do with him, we're going to try to basically parry his first strike, I think, so we'll dodge him, hopefully. So, Bad Mother tries to launch a flurry of attacks at the player, but misses. So yeah, I was dodging out of the way, making it hard for him to hit me, and they missed that a whole lot there. And I'm basically going to retaliate this guy as a result of it. So right now he's recovering, and this is like the best time for me to basically hit this guy right here, the guy who's tried to attack me. So we'll try hitting him. Bad Mother leader parries player's move. But I didn't attack him, I attacked the Bad Mother, so Bad Mother gets hit, he takes his lower right arm with a Heart and Spear Stab. So this guy's bleeding, the other guy's bleeding. We're going to try to, let's see here. We'll try stabbing at the Bad Mother again because he's got the Heart and Spear. The guy with the Heart and Spear is actually more deadly than the guy with like the rifle because the Heart and Spear can actually hurt me a lot more. So we'll try this again. And Bad Mother attacks the player and hits. He basically gashed my head with a Heart and Spear Stab. I was basically stunning him to move for a moment. So yeah, basically this is what could happen if you're not careful. And there's one thing to note about this game, is it can be very unforgiving at the worst moments. So right now I'm in minor pain. I'm somewhat somewhat affected. I'm basically gonna wait for a turn and probably die here. So yeah, he pounded my lower stomach with a rifle butt. I'm bleeding eternally. I'm coughing up blood. I'm in severe pain. One bad hit, and that's basically it for me. I'm done. So yeah, I died. So there's like the first death in this game, I guess. I was expecting a little bit longer, but that can actually happen in this game. You'll have like abrupt deaths that just like, you know, kill you. They just catch you off guard. You can't really do anything about them. That was a good fight until like the guy gashed me in the head. So that's what killed me. Well, whatever. That's basically it for the first, I guess, you know, playing of like Neo Scavenger. Hopefully the next run will be a little bit better. But for now, take care.